Dead by Daylight is an amazing game. Probably the game I play the most.
You are dedicated.
And honestly, I have a lot more good to say than bad about the Dead by Daylight devs. The recent aesthetic updates that changed the chest and gen animations were amazing. The map updates are also insanely impressive. But with 22 killers in the game now, and bugs of many, I feel like Dead by Daylight needs a health chapter. So what I'm about to list off is a bunch of quality of life changes or things that are outdated. But first I have to say, fix the bugs.
Oh. What is... No! What? I'm doing the gen, Morris! What is this hack? What the fuck? Never in my life have I been so screwed.
I have no idea how long it takes to fix bugs or even how to do that, but that's why I'm suggesting taking a whole chapter off for a health chapter. So let's get started. Please redesign Haddonfield. I'm assuming this is coming as they are doing a look at a lot of maps right now and retexturing them currently. I hope to God that Haddonfield's in there. It's honestly a frustrating map for survivors, and it's a frustrating map for killers. It's literally like no in between. What about a totem counter? Or even a bit of a hollow overlay when playing killers so you can tell which totem is which. Please let the player choose what main menu theme is displayed. Dead by Daylight has a lot of great menu themes. Why not let us choose one? This is just my opinion, but let the survivors break down the doors. Sure, maybe give a notification noise to the killer when you do it, but there's just so many situations where breaking down the doors as a killer takes time and it's supposed to benefit you. But I swear there's doors in the game that you break down that help the survivor too. So I would like to see survivors be able to like drop kick a door. New Mori animations for Trapper, Hillbilly, and Wraith. They are extremely outdated and extremely boring compared to other killers.
Boring.
Let the killer Mori the last survivor alive. The majority of Mori animations are amazing, but you can really only see it if it's in an unfair situation. Can we please get percentages shown instead of greatly or moderately? Like, it would be a lot easier to wrap my head around how big of an impact my Murky Mist offering is if I could see the, oh, it increases mist by 15-20% instead of greatly or moderately thickens. There are perks in this game that are completely useless. Furtive Chase. The challenge of finding the obsession, hooking the obsession just for the reward of losing 4 meters of tear radius. Only when you're in a chase. That's completely useless. Why not make it hook the obsession, gain a token, for each token your tear radius shrinks by 3 meters until the obsession dies. Territorial Imperative. When far away from the basement, see a notification when survivor enters it. Useless. Why not make it when you are 32 meters away from the basement and a survivor enters said basement, you get a notification and the entity blocks the exit for 20 seconds. Unrelenting. 30% cooldown on missed attacks. How often do you really miss a shot as a killer? Why not make this 60% cooldown or 100% cooldown, and I bet you would see the pick rate a little bit higher. On the survivor side, why can't no mither cover 100% of your injured noises instead of 50%? I mean, hell, losing a health state is a big thing in this game, so you should get some decent upgrades on that. And I mean, they gotta change self-care. It's too OP for the killers. What about up the ante, granting the remaining survivors bonus luck? Why is it only 3%? Why not 5 or 10%? What does even luck count towards? I'm not 100% sure. Does it count towards generator skill checks or ripping off the hook? This one is a bit controversial, but I would honestly like to see 5 perks per class setup. There are so many perks in the game now. Trying to do a full setup with only 4 is a bit difficult. Also, take a note from Call of Duty. Let us have separate class setups per survivor. Say we have 3 class setups per survivor, and you have a Dwight setup that has a Gen setup, and you want to do another setup that's like a healing setup. Why not be able to save 2 different class setups? Arguably, the bottom 2 killers in the game, Trapper and Clown, are out of date. You'll find a million suggestions on ways to change them. What I would suggest is have the Trapper spawn with all of his traps. Spawning in as a Trapper and seeing a trap on the other side of the map hurts me to my core. And if it's too OP to just have him off spawn, then at least put him in the lockers. To change the Clown, I'm not too sure. I've heard some cool aesthetic ideas saying that when the Clown hits someone with gas, they shouldn't scream, they should start laughing instead. That would be insanely cool to see. To change his actual ability, I have 2 ideas to toss out. In the Division 2, stay with me on this. You can be hit with this sort of tear gas, and what it does is it temporarily swaps your controls around to random buttons, and it really fucks you up. Like you can get hit and your buttons will be backwards. What if the Clown's gas took on that ability? You get hit by it and your X and Y axes are inverted. Too OP? What if he had, let's say, less bottles and a much larger reload, but he can toss a comically sized bottle that covers like 30% of the map? Like he chucks it, or maybe even he goes to a switch on the map that's like built in, hits a switch, carnival music plays or some shit, and like gas dumps down from the top, covering half the map. That would be kind of interesting. For the love of God, fix the keys. Okay, get rid of the green broken key because it's completely useless, and have the red key be the only key to open the hatch for 1 survivor. It is extremely unfair playing as a killer when you're actually dominating and there's like 2 survivors left and they just jump through the hatch. Like, what was I even supposed to do there? As for the purple key, give it some sort of aura reading ability that's sort of like a map, or just get rid of it, because right now a key with add-ons is basically a map. So that's pretty much it. I probably missed a few things. I try to take in as much of the community's opinions as I could find. A lot of this is just mine, but if you have any suggestions, comment down below. I'm really curious as to what you think Dead by Daylight should change, or balance, or make something new that's been outdated, whatever you think. So far in the last year, I've really liked what the Dead by Daylight devs have been doing aesthetically in the game, and I really can't wait till the future. But for now, I'm your host, Cyberplay Entertainment, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Peace. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. If you want to support my channel, make sure to like and subscribe for future videos. I cover all areas of entertainment, from books to movies, TV shows, and games, all the above. And if you're really dedicated, I do have my Patreon links in the description. Anything that's donated to my channel in any way necessary, half of it is going back to charity because it's the least I can do. So hopefully you enjoyed the video and have a great day. Peace.